Crossroads of Image and Identity. How Moon Ga-young and Cha Eun-woo balance stardom, privacy, and fan expectations. Fame is a glittering crown that dazzles the world but weighs heavily on the ones who wear it. Four stars like Moon Ga-young and Cha Eun-woo, two of South Korea's most celebrated talents. The brilliance of stardom has always come with shadows, the need to balance public image, private self, and the ever-watchful eyes of millions of fans. To casual observers, they are simply idols of beauty and talent. Moon Ga-young, the elegant actress who grew from a child star into one of the industry's most beloved leading ladies, and Cha Eun-woo, the face genius who transformed from idol into one of the most in-demand actors of his generation. Yet, beneath the polished interviews, dazzling red carpet appearances, and viral K-drama moments, lies a more delicate story of two individuals navigating the crossroads of image and identity. From the very beginning, both Ga-young and Eun-woo were introduced to the public not only through their talents but also their extraordinary visuals. Eun-woo, especially, carried the Face Genius label from his early ASTIO days, a title that made headlines but also threatened to box him into a one-dimensional category. Fans adored his looks, but critics questioned whether he could deliver beyond the surface. Moon Ga-young's beauty has also been both a blessing and a burden. From her child acting days, she was praised for her elegance and screen presence. But as she matured, some worried she would be typecast into roles that only highlighted her appearance rather than her depth. Both stars, in different ways, face the same dilemma. How do you carve out an identity when the world insists on defining you by image? Their answer has been their craft. By selecting projects that challenge them, they reminded audiences that beauty might attract attention, but talent is what sustains it. Eun-woo's nuanced role in Rookie Historian Gu Haerung and Ga-young's layered performance in Find Me in Your Memory proved they were more than visuals. These choices were not just artistic, they were acts of self-definition. Stardom offers rewards, fame, love, and opportunities, but it also strips away something deeply human: privacy. Cha Eun-woo has often spoken about the loneliness that accompanies fame. While adored by fans, he has admitted to moments where he craved ordinary experiences, walking freely in the streets without recognition, having dinner without being photographed, or simply existing without speculation about his every move. Moon Ga-young, while more private and reserved, has navigated similar challenges. Fans and media are constantly curious about her friendships, love life, and personal beliefs. Every Instagram post is dissected, every public appearance analyzed for hidden messages. For both, the challenge is the same. To maintain the illusion of accessibility, fans want to feel close to them, while preserving the reality of distance, which protects their well-being. No discussion of Moon Ga-young and Cha Eun-woo can ignore the public fascination with their relationship. Since starring together in True Beauty, their chemistry has been a subject of endless speculation. Were those lingering looks scripted or genuine? Was the warmth between them purely professional, or something more? Fans, eager to extend the romance beyond the screen, have followed every clue: matching locations, overlapping social media posts, subtle interactions and interviews. This curiosity reflects not just a desire to see them together, but also the larger question fans often ask of celebrities: where does performance end and real life begin? For Ga-young and Eun-woo, this attention is both flattering and intrusive. On one hand, their bond, whether friendship or something deeper, has strengthened their popularity as audiences root for them not just as actors but as people. On the other, it invades their private lives, turning personal moments into public debates. Navigating this balance requires grace. Both have remained careful, offering just enough glimpses of warmth to keep fans engaged while never confirming or denying the rumors. In doing so, they assert an important truth: not every story belongs to the audience. What makes the journeys of Moon Ga-young and Cha Eun-woo particularly compelling is their ability to cultivate identities beyond their screen roles. For Ga-young, this comes through her thoughtful public persona. Known for her intelligence, articulate interviews, and passion for literature and arts, she offers fans a glimpse of a woman who is not defined solely by her roles. Her advocacy for mental health awareness in subtle yet consistent ways has also shown that she values authenticity over image. Eunwoo, meanwhile, has built an identity that balances idol and actor with sincerity. His participation in variety shows, where his playful, sometimes shy nature shines through, has allowed fans to see the man behind the star. He speaks openly about his struggles, reminding everyone that even those with perfect faces and lives carry invisible burdens. By sharing fragments of their real selves, carefully curated, but still genuine, both have managed to connect with fans on a deeper level without sacrificing all their privacy. Being adored by millions is a privilege, but it comes with an unspoken contract. Fans expect perfection. They expect Eunwoo and Ga Young to always look flawless, even on bad days. They expect them to embody the idealized versions of their characters. They expect them to remain single until fans are ready to accept their relationships. They expect them to balance vulnerability with mystery, openness with boundaries. It's a tightrope act, and one misstep can lead to criticism. Yet, both have proven remarkably adept at walking this line. By leaning into authenticity, not by revealing everything, but by revealing enough, they remind fans that they are human beings, not flawless idols. What can we learn from the way Moon Ga-young and Cha-eun-woo navigate this crossroads? 1. Image is not identity. Beauty and fame may shape how the world sees you, but true identity comes from choices, values, and resilience. 2. Privacy is power. By guarding parts of themselves, they protect their humanity, a lesson for all in a world obsessed with oversharing. 3. Authenticity wins. Fans connect not to perfection but to sincerity. Their willingness to be vulnerable while maintaining boundaries has strengthened their bond with audiences. 4. Chemistry isn't just romance. The connection between Georgia Young and Eun-woo proves that deep respect, trust, and professional synergy can be just as captivating as love stories. At the intersection of image and identity, Moon Ga-young and Cha-eun-woo stand as symbols of balance. They are stars, yes, dazzling and magnetic, but they are also individuals learning to navigate the complexities of being human under the brightest of spotlights. Their journeys remind us that fame is not just about applause and red carpets. It's about the silent battles fought in dressing rooms, the careful negotiations of what to share and what to guard, and the courage to remain true to oneself despite the world's expectations. As fans, we are drawn to their beauty, talent, and chemistry. But perhaps the real reason we continue to root for them is simpler. In their struggles to balance image and identity, we see our own. The first act of their story showed us the surface. Moon Ga-young and Cha-eun-woo, two stars caught at the delicate intersection of image, identity, and public expectation. But to truly understand their journey, we must lean closer into the emotional moments, the quiet struggles, and the subtle choices that define how they balance the lives they show us versus the lives they keep hidden. Imagine being in Cha-eun-woo's shoes at 18. He steps onto the stage as part of ASTIO, and almost immediately, headlines crown him the face genius of Korea. His every feature is discussed like a masterpiece. The curve of his jawline, the perfection of his nose, the clarity in his eyes. But with every compliment came a silent sting. Could he ever be more than a face? In interviews, Eunwoo once admitted that being called perfect felt isolating. People didn't see his sleepless nights of vocal practice, his sore muscles from dance rehearsals, or his relentless work memorizing scripts. They saw beauty first, talent second. For Moon Ga-young, the label was gentler but no less limiting. From her child star days, she was often called the nation's little sister and later praised as a sweetheart of Korean dramas. These titles were affectionate, but they tethered her to expectations of innocence, warmth, and likability. Could she ever play someone cold, complex, broken? The pressure to fit into an image shadowed every casting call. Both stars wrestled with the same invisible burden, the expectation to remain what the world wanted them to be, rather than who they were becoming. Let's create a scene many fans might imagine. Picture Cha-eun-woo after a sold-out ASTIO concert in Bangkok. The cheers still echo in his ears. The hotel room is luxurious, But as he looks out the window at the glowing city, he feels alone. Everyone loves him, but no one in that moment truly knows him. That loneliness is the paradox of stardom. Surrounded by millions, yet craving one genuine, unfiltered conversation. Moon Ga-young has hinted at similar feelings in interviews, that the industry can make you feel like you're performing even when you're off camera. Smiles become armor, laughter becomes habit, and silence becomes the only time you feel like yourself. It is in those hotel windows, in quiet car rides after late-night shoots, that the crossroads of image and identity feel sharpest. If there's one thing that has amplified the struggles of privacy for Eun-woo and Ga-young, it's the public fascination with their bond. After True Beauty, their chemistry lit up the screen so convincingly that fans refused to believe it ended when the cameras stopped. Online forums buzzed with theories. Did you see how Eun-woo looked at her during the press interview? Or Ga-young's Instagram caption feels like it's hinting at something. One viral fan edit on YouTube even stitched together moments where they seemed to glance at each other behind the scenes, adding romantic music and captions like, "The love story continues." It gained millions of views. For Eun-woo and Ga-young, this must be a double-edged sword. On one hand, the attention cements their place as one of Korea's most iconic K-drama pairings. On the other, it invades the most sacred corner of their lives, the question of love. The truth, of course, is something only they know. But what matters more is the way they've handled it, with dignity, silence, and a careful balancing act between feeding fans' curiosity and protecting their truth. What makes people still root for them, despite the lack of confirmation, are the authentic moments they allow to slip through. Oh, at a fan meeting, Eun-woo was asked about his happiest moments on set. He mentioned True Beauty with a soft smile, careful yet warm. Fans gasped, convinced it was a subtle nod to Ga-young. Moon Ga-young, in a magazine interview, spoke about how much she valued co-stars who respected her process and supported her growth. She never named names, but fans quickly pointed out Eun-woo's reputation for being considerate on set. These aren't declarations of romance. They're glimpses of respect, admiration, and authenticity. And sometimes, that feels even more powerful than a love story. One of the heaviest parts of their crossroads is the unspoken contract with fans. Imagine waking up every day knowing that millions are waiting for you to post, perform, or appear. Imagine being expected to look flawless even when you're exhausted, to smile when you want to cry, to embody perfection when you feel imperfect. Eun-woo once confessed that he fears disappointing fans. That fear drives him to push harder, but it also leaves him vulnerable to burnout. Moon Ga-young, who has worked since childhood, has likely faced the same weight, knowing that her career is tied not just to her skills but also to her ability to meet fan expectations. The paradox is striking. Fans love them for being relatable, yet demand from them an impossible standard of perfection. What makes this story so captivating is that Eun-woo and Ga-young's struggles mirror our own, only magnified by fame. We all know what it feels like to be judged by appearance before substance. We all wrestle with balancing public expectations, at work, in society, with private desires. We all long for connection, but fear the vulnerability of revealing too much. That's why their journey resonates so deeply. It's not just about K-drama stars balancing stardom and privacy. It's about humans navigating the constant tug-of-war between who we are and who the world wants us to be. As Moon Ga-young and Eun-woo move forward in their careers, the crossroads will only become sharper. New roles will test their image, new rumors will challenge their privacy, and new waves of fans will add weight to their expectations. But if their journey so far proves anything, it's that they possess the strength to endure. By carefully revealing glimpses of their authentic selves while guarding what matters most, they have carved out a path that is uniquely their own. And perhaps that's why audiences continue to root for them, not just as stars, not